WWF. Raw. WWF. Raw is war.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another FretroView. My name is Fret, and today we're going to be covering WWF Raw. Now, back in the day, I was a vivid wrestling fan. I guess I still am a wrestling fan, although wrestling today has gone. 2025 was not a good year for wrestling. It was a little bit better 2024, but now it's not really hitting it for me. Recently, the WWE has moved from Peacock to, I can't even remember where they went, but I was fine with it being on Peacock so I can get all the pay-per-views. I really didn't watch the weekly shows. Basically just tuned in for pay-per-views. But now that the pay-per-views are no longer on Peacock, I just canceled my Peacock subscription, and yeah, so I no longer watch it. I had Netflix so I could watch some Monday Night Raw, but I would always seem to forget that the show was on Mondays, so I would always miss it. I would always go back and watch it, but then, like I said, it was never nothing really to tune in for. That's really why I only watch the pay-per-views. So that leads me to now. So we get in the Wayback Machine and we take a look back, way back when WWE was then WWF. And I gotta say, I know wrestling wasn't perfect back in the day either, but it seems in retrospective, now that I'm adult and I go back and look at the older stuff, I gotta say, I think, well, I guess it was just a different era. I'm not gonna say it was better, because you did have stinker of matches, you did have bad storylines, but there were a lot more characters. I know back in the day, a lot of wrestlers didn't want to be saddled with the bad gimmick. Like I know The Undertaker, when he initially signed with the WWF, he was afraid he was gonna get stuck with like some lame, like dumpster job kind of gig or gimmick, but he ended up getting saddled with the Undertaker gimmick, and you see what he did with that. It's one of my favorite wrestling characters of all time. Undertaker, Kane. I guess. Well, we'll start with this. So back in the day, when I was a kid growing up, my favorite wrestlers were Bret Hart, Undertaker. Those were the big two. I also like Harlem Heat, but that's back when I was like a teenager when I started watching them. But when I was a kid, yeah, it was more Bret Hart, Undertaker. Now my mind's going blank. Razor Ramon. Yeah, those. I wish I could think of more, but my mind's going blank right now. As I got older, I started having appreciation for Macho Man, Junkyard Dog, Too Cold Scorpio, guys like that. I was more of a fan of what they call the jobbers. Because in my eyes, especially when I started understanding wrestling, it takes two to tango. And kayfabe is broken now, so you can really, I guess it's like cool to talk about this stuff, but jobbers, they're there to make the main upper card guys look good. So I never saw the jobbers as jobbers. They were the people who made you want to watch the show. You know, guys like Paul London, Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder, he's climbing the card these days though. But you know, these guys, you know, Trevor Murdoch's, you know, Two Cold Scorpios. These guys, they made basically the cruiserweight division. You know, guys like Eddie Guerrero coming out was a jobber. He moved his way up, started putting on more pounds. You know, 1-2-3 Kid when he came out, who's now X-Pac. You know, they were all, you know, mid-card jobbers, but they made the show exciting. Because back in the day, it was Land of the Giants. If you weren't a big dude, 6'5", like 280 or something like that, you weren't going to be featured. But it was the smaller jobber guys who made the shows exciting because they were running all over the ring, taking crazy bumps. So I liked those guys more than anything. I did have my favorites like Vader, you know, Undertaker, Kane, you know, the big guys because they were big and cool to look at. But my heart was always like the Bret Harts, you know, Owen Hart, D'Lo Brown, guys like that. Savio Vega. Yeah. How's it going, guys? Dogway here. And I just wanted to jump in real quick to basically clarify on the word, or basically the usage of the word jobber. Now, in the wrestling space, the word jobber can be used in a very derogatory way. And we here at the Goodnight Channel, we love wrestling, so we would never want to like disrespect any of our wrestlers. So basically, I just wanted to go over a few things. I know Fret dropped some pretty significant names while he was going over his wrestling list, wrestler list, I should say. Basically, I wanted to do a quick go around of the word. Basically, another history lesson. So, basically, wrestling promotions hired people to do specific jobs. Hence the word jobber. That job will usually include making your opponent looking good in the ring and losing to said opponent. So, basically, you would be hired to do those things. That would be your job, the J-O-B. Now, basically going into the late 1990s, early 2000s, the WWF specifically stopped hiring jobbers, and that term basically turned into enhancement talent. So basically, you could be on the lower to mid card and be used as enhancement talent, i.e. jobber. So that's why when Fred was going over his list, you know, he's dropping names like Eddie Guerrero, 1-2-3 Kid, Trevor Murdoch. Like, these guys basically started out as jobbers, maybe, I'm not completely sure. But in the wrestling community space, basically if you lose a lot, you will be called a jobber, which is not really what a jobber is, per se. Especially not in the modern times, because you have, like I said, you could be an upper to mid-tier guy and still lose a lot. Like, i.e. Zack Ryder, Dolph Ziggler. Like, guys like these, like, they'd be called jobbers in modern times, but they've held significant titles, you know, like Trevor Murdoch. Like, he was more so known as a tag team specialist, but he did have a singles run, especially in the WWF, where he basically, you know, he was used as enhancement. He just lost a lot. Even though he held a lot of tag team championships with Lance Cade. And outside of WWE, he's very decorated. So he's technically not a jobber, but in modern times, they would be called jobbers. You know, you see what I mean? It gets very complicated, but I just wanted to go over this so you guys know that we're not disrespecting anybody by using the term jobber. We're using it in its logical sense. Is these guys were paid to do a job, which is not bad. I mean, you're getting paid. If you don't mind getting paid to do the job, then there's no big deal. So basically, that's all I had to say. Hopefully that made sense. If not, we can probably clarify it in a different video. But yeah, thank you, and on with the show. So with WWF, I guess we'll get into that. So that's my little history with wrestling. Yeah, so WWF Raw. This game came out quite a while ago. I forget the year, so I'm not really going to go over that. But I believe this game was in the arcade as well. I can't be sure, but I think it was. But I played this game back when I was a kid. I think my older brother got it from somewhere. Like I said, I was just kicking off with my. He's the one that got me into wrestling too, because he actually was an amateur wrestler. He tried to get me into it, but I wasn't really into actually doing the wrestling. I was more so a fan of watching. But yeah, they got a decent lineup of wrestlers in this game. You got Lex Luger, Owen, Bret Hart, Doink the Clown for some reason, Luna Vachon, which is interesting, Razor Ramon, Diesel, Shawn Michaels, Yokozuna. Did I say Lex Luger already? I think I did. The 1-2-3 Kid. I'm losing it, but it's got a decent lineup. There's a few game modes the game has, which is pretty good for a game in this era especially. You got one-on-one, which is basically exhibition match. You can win by pinfall or submission. You got your tag team matches, which is the same thing as one-on-one, except you're in a tag team. For those who don't know what wrestling is, tag team is, you have a partner with you, and you can tag your partner in, but then you as a player have to get out and tag your tag team member gets in your replacement, and then your opponents can do the same thing. Both players or teammates cannot be in the ring at the same time. Only one. You have up to 5 seconds for your tag member to get out of the ring, or you get disqualified. Bedlam, I didn't play Bedlam that much, but it's pretty much just like no holds barred street fight kind of match. You can pull out basically no disqualifications. You can bring out, you can use chairs, tables, or whatnot, weapons, and you win by pinfall. Survivor Series is you pretty much you're put up against multiple opponents, and you fight to see who is the last man standing. So you're basically just trying to survive. You have your Royal Rumble match. Pretty much my favorite. I suck at the Royal Rumble match in this game anyway. The Royal Rumble match is all the characters in the game are in the ring, and you rumble. You have to throw your opponent over the top rope to eliminate them, and the last one standing is the winner. Then you have the Raw Endurance match. I have not played this match. I assume you just go at it until you're the last person standing. I think I should have played that mode. I got burnt out by then. But I did play the Royal Rumble over and over and over again. My favorite match. Let's get into the graphics. The graphics of the game is actually pretty good, considering the time. The sprite work and the animation are very well done. You can actually see the sprite work in the crowd, and the crowd is animated. And like I said, they're animated. They're not real detailed, but they actually do move. And I think there's crowd reactions. The commentators are at the desk. They're animated as well, pretty good. You have your ref in the ring. He's very well animated. He can do ref bumps and everything. Not much to say on the graphics. The colors are good, and the sprite work is very detailed. Cannot fault him on that. The game looks fairly well for the time. Sound design, the game actually sounds pretty good. Not much music to be involved. Like all of the characters have their intro themes, but they're very toned down. Like I said, this Sega Genesis, especially at that time, didn't really handle sound very well. But in this instance, it's not bad, but it could be better. All the actual sound effects are pretty good. All the grunts and sounds of bodies getting slammed with the mat. Yeah, pretty good. Not bad at all. I really enjoyed my time with this game. Like I said, I was terrible in the Royal Rumble. Bam Bam Bigelow. That's who also is in this game. Love Bam Bam. I can't believe I forgot about him. Anyway. Yes. So, I enjoyed my time with this game a whole lot. I was actually surprised by how much fun I had with this game. considering how old it is and the actual game mechanics. Now, the game mechanics, that's what we really need to go over. So, back in the day, especially with the Sega Genesis, the times of rapid-fire controllers were going crazy. And with this game, you need a rapid-fire controller unless you turn the difficulty down. Because when I was in there fighting, because basically, mechanically, so what you have is you have a punch, you have a kick, and then you can grapple. To grapple your opponent, you have to walk towards them and like make contact, and then it pulls up a little prompt, and you have to rapidly hit A, B, or C, because it's like a little stamina meter, like a little meter to who gets the upper hand. So if you're not fast on the buttons, like rapidly hitting the button, you're not gonna, get the upper hand, and you're gonna get hit with whatever move your opponent is putting in. So, and in order to do a move, you have to hold like up, down, left, or right, and then when you win the prompt, you do whatever move, like a suplex, snapmare, or whatever. I was getting smashed, so I always just punched and kicked. I rarely got an actual move off because I do not have a rapid-fire controller. Yeah, so I had a very difficult time actually grappling in this game. So be wary of that. If you're going to go back and play this game, which I do recommend, probably have a rapid-fire controller or prepare to really work out your finger muscles. Now, the one thing I should have done, because like I said, I played this game as a kid, so I thought I was going to jump in and just, dominate, which I did not. There's also a run button, so you can run and bounce off the ropes and do like a drop kick or hit somebody with a back body drop if they're running towards you. There's a lot of stuff to this game. You can run people into the turnbuckle, all kinds of stuff. I didn't do most of this because I forgot how to play and I didn't go back and look at the manual, so I was getting mobbed. In the Royal Rumble specifically, I kept getting thrown over the top rope like very easily because it was my own mistake. Do not run around in the ring on a Royal Rumble match. You will get thrown out because they'll just use your own momentum against you and just toss you right over the top rope and you're out. Which I didn't mind it because I was getting stomped anyway. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to do a Royal Rumble match right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to pull my Joey Styles and I'm going to call the match as we watch. And we'll see how well I do. And we'll just check the Royal Rumble match. And here we go. Starting off, it's Owen Hart going up against Bam Bam Bigelow. And Bam Bam Bigelow gets the eye rake. He's joined by his brother Brett. This is basically, now we all know. And here comes the Undertaker. Man, these guys are getting in pretty quickly. Owen gets thrown into the rope. Bam Bam. He's getting tossed in. Ludwig Jones. It looks like the Hart brothers, they are not going to, they're not going to join up. And here comes the 1, 2, 3 Kid. You would think Undertaker would come in and dominate this match, but the two big men are going at it back there in the corner. Now here comes Owen. He's got a hold of Bam Bam. Oh, Ludwig doing the move. What hat is a maneuver? I don't know what that was. Owen's getting choked out by the Taker. Now Owen's taking his frustrations out. Oh, and Owen gets tossed out by the 1, 2, 3 Kid. That was not a good showing by Owen. I expect for him to go further than that. Bam Bam's going after Luna. He's got her in the chokehold. Rear naked looks up. And Luna's taking a beating. Bam Bam's going after Diesel. When did he get into the match? But they're going at it. Oh, and Undertaker hits Luna with a fall-away slam. And an averted atomic drop to Luna. Luna is not looking good in this match right now. Eye rake to Bam Bam. The Diesel's going after Brett. Brett does he's doing the sharpshooter on Bam Bam. That's not going to do you much good in the ring. You got to get him over the top. And Brett hits a fall away on Diesel. That shows some power. And Diesel gets tossed out. I'm not sure by who. Oh man, this is getting crazy. Razor Ramon has joined the match. And 1, 2, 3 kid is going at it with the Taker. The Taker looks like he wants to break. Taker's going after Bam Bam. Oh, and he's going. Oh, what? Oh, 2 eliminations. Taker, I believe, eliminated Bam Bam. And then Diesel was taken out, but I'm not sure by who. And we're joined by Yokozuna. And here comes the total package Lex Luger. It's getting pretty crazy now. Oh, and the eye rake to... Oh, Luger's going after Brett. He's got him in the rear. Oh, Yokozuna's going. He's pounding away on Taker in the turnbuckle. And he is going at it. Good gosh. Atomic drop to Brett by Razor Ramon. Total package is going after Yokozuna now. Oh, he hit it with the counter. Luna's not looking good over there. She is dazed. You got to get out of that. All right, there goes Luna. She's going after Taker again. Luna's thrown off the top rope. Was thrown off the... Oh, and was that a tombstone? And Luna absolutely no-sold it. She is basically powering through, but she is not looking good. And she's tossed over the top rope. Oh my gosh. Shawn Michaels, he just hit the... It is crazy. We're going to have to do a replay on that. Luna was tossed out, and then Taker was tossed out, and we're joined by Doink. I'm not even sure when Shawn Michaels joined, but he did an excellent drop kick. It is going crazy. I believe this is the final 4 people. We got Doink, Yokozuna, Shawn Michaels, and Razor Ramon. Doink is going after Razor Ramon. He's got him in the rear naked. An eye rake to Yokozuna by Shawn Michaels. Oh, Razor Ramon eye rakes. There's a lot of eye raking in this match. I'm not sure if that was a snapmare or a fallaway slam by Razor to Doink, but it was beautiful. Everyone's just like they're trying to pick their spots right now. Razor and Doink tie up. He sends Doink into the ropes. It looks like Razor wants a piece of Shawn Michaels. Atomic drop by Yokozuna to Doink. And another atomic drop. Razor delivers a set of elbows to Shawn. Another inverted drop. Eye rake. It is... Oh, and Shawn Michaels throws Razor over the top. That is a power by Shawn. He had to do... He had to muscle that man up. Because Razor is not a small man. Yeah, it looks like Yokozuna... Oh, that was a beautiful drop kick from Shawn Michaels to Yokozuna. There's a lot of inverted drops. They are working over Shawn. Doink takes advantage, and then it's like these guys... Man, that was a nice suplex. And Doink just boots Yokozuna right out of the ring. What in the world was that? Inverted drop, atomic drop to Shawn Michaels. Another suplex. Doink is really going hard in this. He wants to win. He has Shawn in the rear naked choke. And then he tosses Shawn right out of the ring. And there's your winner. Doink the Clown has won the Royal Rumble. Doink the Clown just won the Royal Rumble? Is that right? Doink the Clown. Can someone check the notes? Was that supposed to happen? Doink. Is he still in? Oh, okay. Alright, you guys tell me how I did. I love wrestling. I actually like the commentators for me. I also make the show. Or, make wrestling. Back in the day, it was Vince and Jerry Lawler. And then it became Jerry Lawler and JR. And now it's Michael Cole mixed with somebody. It's usually Michael Cole, and I think Corey Graves is in there, or it's Michael Cole. And, they brought back Wade Barrett. I like Wade Barrett. I like him on commentary. I wish he was back in the ring. I really like Wade Barrett, but he's cool on commentary, too. Booker T was a good commentator. I really liked him in the ring as well. But there's not really a lot of legendary. I know there's other good commentators in other promotions. But those are the ones I'm more familiar with because I watch WWF or E the most. Yeah. But anyway, before I get to rambling and going on, I know I didn't explain the game that well, but as you can see, that was a FretroView. That was my take from when I was a kid and playing. I said I would very much recommend this game. If you see it on sale, or if you go to like a used gameplay like disc replay, someplace like that, and you see it. If it's decent price, $10-20 maybe, I would suggest you get it. It's a good game to play. It supports up to 4 players. You can get some friends together, do the Royal Rumble, have a tag team match. You'll have some fun. With that, if you guys made it this far, I appreciate it. Thanks for listening to my commentary if you did that. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.